We are at this modern Airbnb in Ohio today that sits on its own private pond. It has some other amazing amenities like a hot tub, a fire pit, and a two-person shower. It may just be the largest shower I've ever seen in an Airbnb before. So let's go and check this place out. Welcome to this stunning modern villa dubbed the Whispering Pines Retreat. We are in Jeromesville, Ohio today, and there's a lot for us to cover, starting first here on the front exterior. Of course, one of the key features of this villa is the large pond directly in front of the home. I'll cover it a little later, but both the pond and the beach are completely private, only to this Airbnb. It's not shared with any other Airbnbs or neighbors. But it is now sunset time and we're gonna get a little closer to the villa to check it out. One of the coolest parts is this huge garage door that you can open from either end. It lets in a ton of light to the main interior space, which we'll be seeing very shortly. Next up, for some of your outdoor amenities, I'll pull back this cover, which is built directly into your tub. And then here is your hot tub. You can fit the whole family in here. There's also a bunch of string lights above it. On the other side of the Airbnb, you have this little grill and some extra firewood. We're gonna take that firewood and walk towards your two lounge chairs and your fire pit. It's very easy to get up and going, and you'll stay super warm and cozy at night because not only do you have a fire pit, but you also have a couple of these cool tiki torches. There's already some oil or some fire starter built into them, so you just need a match or two, and here is your entire setup. Tiki torches, a fire pit, a hot tub, string lights, you have it all. Now let's shift our attention more to the pond itself. So if we get a little closer, you'll notice they carved out a little portion of the pond just for swimming with those little buoys. And if you go further out into the water, that is meant more for the kayaks and boating. This is very rare that I showcase any Airbnb that has completely private access to a lake or a pond or really any form of water. So definitely highly suggest booking this place if you value your privacy and some seclusion. I'm now gonna grab the drone and zoom out a bit to give us a bird's eye view of the property as a whole. If you look in the top right-hand corner, there's another smaller pond and a second villa that is currently being built. So eventually you could rent out both villas for the whole family and turn this into a family compound for the weekend. Last but not least, for the exterior amenities, you have an outdoor shower against this wall. And if we then walk a little further towards this grass area, you have two kayaks waiting for you. So I took this out towards the end of the day after I finished shooting for most of it. You can also see the villa there in the background all lit up. I basically turned on every light imaginable to make this view. And you have your fire pit on, the tiki torches, the string lights. This place really looks like a beauty all lit up at night. But that's about it for everything on the exterior. So let's now finally open up this door and go inside. When you enter, we'll first come into the main kitchen and living room area. You'll notice quickly that this villa definitely has an open floor plan concept. It's quite spacious, especially here in the main area. We also have that huge garage door that we saw earlier, letting in a ton of natural light that just floods this space. Let's now focus first on the well-equipped kitchen and this countertop space. You have this large wraparound L-shaped counter with a bunch of stools all around it. If I now pull back one of those comfy stools, we can look a little bit closer at the welcome sign and this bottle of wine from the Ugly Bunny Winery. I love the branding on this. I'll now take the camera and pan more to the right to the kitchen. This kitchen has all of the major appliances you could possibly need. Everything ranging from your dishwasher there in the bottom right-hand corner to your oven and stovetop to your microwave and coffee maker. There's also just a ton of countertop space in this villa overall, like the L-shaped counter that we just saw, and all of this additional kitchen countertop space that we're looking at right now. So if you want to cook up a storm during your stay, you can definitely do that with the whole family. This is now from the kitchen looking into the living room, which we'll go to next. But real quick, this is back towards the main entrance we came on through. If I open up this other door, you actually have a laundry room in here, which is a nice amenity amenity to have. Back in the main space, I want to point out the garage door again from the inside. It's actually surprisingly not too heavy. It's pretty easy to lift up. But let's now finally go into the living room space and to check out the second half of this Airbnb. You have these two comfortable sofas that come with a cool feature that I'll point out more later. And then in this corner, you have your TV remote, the guidebook, and a few extra blankets that are hidden inside of these small tables. In terms of the living room as a whole, you have plenty of extra pillows, that simple coffee table in the middle, and then some nice artwork and a clock on the walls. But the best part is that these sofas actually recline, they're super comfy, and I need to get one for my own future home. Finally, for the living room, you have this nice smart TV mounted on the wall with all of your streaming services loaded up. But let's now head down this hallway. There are 3 doors. We're going to first enter the door on the left. This will take us into bedroom number 1 of 2 at this Airbnb. This property can sleep up to 6 guests total. This particular bedroom has both a twin mattress and a queen size mattress, probably meant more for the kids or perhaps the parents with a young child. You have your queen mattress with some tasteful furnishings on this end of the room. Then on the opposite side, wedged up in this corner, you can find your twin mattress. We'll now exit the bedroom and go straight across the hall into the one bathroom here at this Airbnb. So we'll start right next to the entry door. You have your sink area along with your extra towels, your mirror, and plenty of storage space. But by far the most exciting part of this room is your massive 2-person shower. This thing takes up at least half, if not more, of this entire room. If we now enter into the shower, you'll see you have 3 different shower heads, 2 regular ones and a rain shower head. So you're gonna have some incredible water pressure. Now I'm being really weird here. I think I'm trying to demonstrate the size of this using some perspective and scale, but it's really huge. Now onto the final door down this hallway. We'll enter this right door into the second bedroom in this Airbnb. I probably consider this to be the master bedroom. You have a very similar queen size mattress set up here and all your furnishings, quite similar to that other queen size mattress we saw in the bedroom just across the hall. But if you go to this corner, you have some additional storage space inside of this closet, and I checked out everything in this dresser. You have a ton of different drawers here, and they left behind plenty of games, entertainment options. So again, definitely a great option if you're staying here with your family or kids. Everything from Phase 10 to Uno to Sorry. This bedroom is definitely very well stocked and has everything that you need. This is the one that I ended up sleeping in. Thanks so much for watching, guys. I'll put the booking link down to this place in the video description, and I'll see you all very soon for a brand new Airbnb tour.